So now that we've got most of our stuff down, you should be taking notes on your styles and your colors. A few of the things we need to know. So I'm going to make a text edit, simple text edits and notes. First ones are the colors I'm using. I've got a dark green. I've got a dark gray and a light gray and white. Well, I know white text number is F, 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 and its RGB number is 255, 255, 255. However, these other items, okay, the dark green I know is a hex. Well, I don't really know, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to sample green. Now I've got the green here. I can click on that font or that color there and copy that hex number right there from the information and type in my RGB at 0, 104, and 56. I got that information right here again in the color picker. Okay, I've got a gray that I'm using, and I used a gray on the text, so I'm going to select some text here, and the text that I used, okay, that's the text I used. I'll select it right there, and I can again double click, and that's the color gray. Copy that. So that's my my dark gray there. Make sure that's got a hex before it. And again, the RGB value there is 109, 110, and 113. Okay. Last item, of course, is my rule, which I use that color, and again, that's my light gray now is going to be that, and RGB. So you need to go through and select any element that has a unique color, and that is going to be created by a style. Graphics are completely oblivious to this. It's the style you need to be concerned with. Okay, so once you've done all this and you've tidied everything up, and I make sure everything goes exactly the way you like it, I'll just swoosh that down a little bit. That looks fine. Now it's for your graphics. Again, your text. What kind of text? The size of your text. We know it's Helvetica. In this case, H1 is light and it's 30 pixels. So I'm going to go down to, I'll type up my, I know I have an H1. I have an H2 somewhere. I've got body. I've got, and a CTA. Let's see, I've got some footer text down below too, don't I? So I've got some footer. I'll just leave it footer. Okay, so the H1 here, is at 30 pixels. We got that again from the right here in the character panel. It's 30 pixels. It's light. Now we can't necessarily just say light. You can, however, it's better to put in a font weight. Especially in H1, you're going to have, if it's anything less than bold. But I'm going to go ahead and put a font weight, and that will be of 100. Font weight 100 essentially means that it's light. Okay, anything else I need to know about that? It's the gray color, so I'll just go ahead, or green color, I'll just go ahead and copy this, copy that, and paste that right in there like that. My H2, which was up here using Canvas, it was number 5, or number 3 there. So I'll open up item 1 and check on that. That's 21. So again, that's 21 pixels, and that is a font weight. Now again, because it is it's a header tag, you need to tell it if it's other than a standard font weight. In this case, 500 is regular. Remember, all header tags are going to be bold if not told otherwise. This is a dark gray, so I'll go ahead and copy that color and drop that right in there. For the body, again, we'll go back to the body here. And you can click on that. And the body is 16 with a 24 pixel. So we can go ahead and put 21 pixel whack. We don't even have to do that. We can put 21, or I'm sorry, 16 whack 24. Put that right in there like that. Okay, it has a font. We don't have to worry about the font weight there because it is naturally exactly right. And of course, we're going to be using the gray here for that too. So we'll put that in there. Everything else is fine. CTAs. Okay, so we're going to go into the CTA there. And that is 24. That's also light. So we can go borrow some information here. Let's make sure that's... So we have a font weight light. We can actually borrow some of this right here. Copy that. I'll put that in there. And it's white. So we're going to put that in there like that. Copy and boom. And we have, oh, the last very most important thing is we haven't included what exactly is the font family. And we can go right up and we can grab that right from the, copy that, copy. And that's the font family I'm using throughout. Okay, and I haven't gotten to the footer yet, so we'll get there when we get there. So meanwhile, we'll go back up here and finish off now. Go in here and make sure that, I'll come back to social in a minute. We're going to make sure that all my text here, get anything that doesn't need to be in here, I can throw away. And I'm just going to hold down the shift key and select all that and just type in Helvetica here. And we'll leave it at Helvetica. And let's see if there's anything special about this Helvetica we should make. Now let's go here and make this, let's make that, change that to, that'll be our link. And we need to have that, so that will be, make that bold. That will be our link option. And we can put that in there too. So we got, we'll put in there, we'll put an A. A is, again, a heavy font weight in green. So we're just going to borrow all of this right here. And then change this to 900, which is a bold font. And then I'll have a color for hover. We'll just hover on hover. It changes to the gray. So we'll just put that in there like that. And then we're done. Okay, so footers are going to be the... Okay, and then the last one here, the footer. I guess we know the color of the footer is going to be here. Again, that should be Helvetica. It's 14, but we know it's going to be green, and it's going to need to be bold. Because these are, except for that bit right there. So let's go and edit that little nuance there. Make that regular, and make that's going to be regular body. So we'll leave that like that. And, there. So footer, the only real difference in the footer is that it's 14 pixels. Otherwise, it has the same as everything else. And we'll get rid of the footer box as it's, well, actually, no, let's have some fun. We can fill the box up with our footer box here. We're going to get rid of, we'll get rid of the fill, and we'll fill it up with a very pale. Now we need to know that color, so we're going to go in there, and this is our ultra. This is our very light white. Maybe we'll just change this to mid, and then we'll make that light gray. And again, that's that number there, and that's an RGB of 241, 242, 242. All right, great. Okay, well, we can leave that there. Okay, Okay, and let's see, fit all in the window. Let's see where we're at here. Last thing to do is the social bits. So lock everything else down. Now it's time to do the social bit. So with the social bit, we're going to go in and we're going to throw in our symbols that we have from our previous projects way back when. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up my symbols panel, get rid of existing ones that I shouldn't have used. There we go. I'll get rid of those. And from the flyout menu there, I can go to Open Symbol Library. And I'm going to go all the way down to Other Library. Then I'm going to go find my assignment bits that I was holding here for my work. And they should, in theory, be missing. Okay, cancel. I'll have to think about this. Darn it.